How's it going, guys? We are back with another video here, and this video is a breakdown on the gameplay trailer. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to watch it through, of course. I'm going to try to point out things that, I think are very good for the game and things that, just maybe you don't pick up on as you're watching the trailer without, commentary or freezing it up or anything like that, like pausing it, of course. So we're pretty much going to, listen in, and whatever happens, happens. If I see something very intriguing, I'll pause. But here we go. We're going to get right into it right now. Here we go.
NHL 21 gameplay innovation is built on the creative mindset of hockey's boundary breakers, allowing you to revolutionize the way you attack, defend, and strategize. NHL 21's superstar-inspired innovation allows you to use the unique abilities of hockey's elite every time you step on the ice. We've added 4 new boundary-breaking moves to your arsenal. Kucherov's no-move deke, Sid's elusive bank off the back of the net.
That's very nice.
Matthew Tkachuk's between the legs one-time.
That's very hard to pull off. And that's so hard to pull off.
Are all now featured in the game. These moves create special in-game.
That is incredibly hard to do.
Created with the right combination of skill and opportunity. In NHL 20, most one-on-one moves could not be pulled off without sacrificing speed. In NHL 21, to replicate the boundary-breaking attributes of Ovechkin and McDavid, we added a multitude of slips, banks, and chips, so you can retain speed and accelerate.
That one looks really cool.
Especially
Bang!
when your opponent is playing the trap or aggressive on the blue line. We've also given you the ability to fine-tune your skating.
That's pretty cool as well.
So whether you want to look like McDavid, Ovechkin, or match your own personal style, it's all in your control.
It looks cool.
Hockey is a game where teams use well-spaced rushes and crisp passes to retain speed up and down the ice. With NHL 21's Fluid Hockey IQ, your team will now move fluidly as a unit on both offense and defense.
That's very cool.
Which strategy you use. In NHL 20, players were frustrated when they couldn't trust their AI teammates and wanted their AI opponents to be more challenging through more organic and realistic decision-making. In NHL 21, the goal has been to make the AI more challenging while also making their decision-making and responsiveness more realistic. On breakouts, offensive teammates move fluidly as a unit to support the puck more effectively.
That's how it should be.
They will need to, because on the defensive side of the puck, teams will work more collectively during aggressive forechecks.
That's good. Ragging.
Offensive players will
ragging done, I'm noticing. If you listen to that, that makes sense though. Ragging low-key not in the game, I'm hearing. Essentially. Nice train, by the way. I know, guys. I live by a train. I'm sorry. But that's really good from what I'm hearing.
Out of the puck, teams will work more collectively during aggressive forechecks.
So if you're getting ragged on, essentially, if you crank up your forecheck and you're more aggressive, more times than not, you're going to be able to forecheck and they're going to be able to steal a puck. So, that's very good. People always say, oh, they should ban the puck raggers. Realistically, that's a hard thing to do. You're not going to ban people for doing that because realistically, they're not breaking the game per se. It's just very frustrating if you match up against someone that actually plays that style. But yeah, it's not something you're going to get banned over, that's for sure. But the fact that the AI is more aggressive now and it's going to definitely make it more, just a lot more pressure on them is very good. I mean, as you can see, I'm going to go back a little bit here as well. Actually, the AI has his stick out, so that's very nice. So he's literally so aggressive on him. If you got to make that very smart play. I fear a little bit the AI being too strong though, maybe defensively. That could be very annoying, but we'll see. But then there you go. Of course, they steal the puck here. And you go on the forecheck, and we all know the result. A goal is scored, of course. So definitely, I mean, I like what I see.
Offensive players will try to retain their momentum through the neutral zone, while defensive strategies have been improved to neutralize speed, forcing the offense to be more creative and play less north-south. In the offensive zone, teammates work more effectively to find open space, to challenge a much more defense that can be trusted to defend passing options and identify moments to play aggressively to contain the puck. And we can't talk about trusting your teammates.
Goalie improvements? Okay.
Defense, the goalies.
That's a new save animation.
Goalie locomotion is now separated into both upper and lower body, working seamlessly together to give the goalie incredible control and responsiveness in all situations when trying to move and track the puck at the same time.
What a save. Yeah, that's the new animation as well.
One way. It was difficult to react in time to
Facts.
that momentum and
you literally wouldn't be able to.
Direction.
There's nothing you can do. What can you realistically do in that situation? But that's kind of hockey, though. I mean, but that's a big rebound, though. That doesn't really happen in real life too much, let's be honest.
If you committed one way, it was difficult to react.
But, that's your fault, though, to be fair. That's kind of the goalie's fault. He's sliding so far one way.
It was difficult to react in time to counter that momentum and make a save in the other direction. In NHL 21, our new tech allows for
That
never
save
say
is
die
so
moments,
nuts.
where if you've committed one way,
That
and you
save
react
is
quickly
crazy.
enough, you can still reach back against your goalie's momentum and make that dramatic last-minute save that every goalie dreams about. But don't test your luck. Even with all this added responsiveness and control, goalies will always be more effective when using sound technique and positioning to block off angles to play the percentages for that specific scenario. Building on the core of RPM technology, we've been able to continually tweak responsiveness and aesthetics in all facets of the game while setting us up with a great foundation for the future. With NHL 21, our gameplay innovation is meant to recognize those who have revolutionized the game, bringing you the best hockey experience on this console generation.
Respect. That's respect, honestly. Basically, what they're essentially saying is, from what I can understand, is that this is the best gameplay of all games on Xbox One and PS4. So they're basically saying it's like this is a good foundation. Now they're going to try to really improve on it on the next gen, I'm assuming, like NHL 22, of course, on the Xbox One Series X and the PS5, right? I feel like I see a lot of good things. Now, the thing is, what we hope is the tuners don't make the game worse. Because we've had that happen before where, there's tuners and the gameplay, it ends up actually being worse than it was at the beginning. I feel like a lot of times people feel like, oh, the beta gameplay was better than the actual game. Like, people always say that, like, the beta is always better than the actual game. So, we're going to see if that's actually the case, We're going to just, play through this one more time. I'm going to lower it a little bit, and I'm trying to recognize some more things I can really point out. So, again, when we're talking about gameplay, I mean, the Svechnikov is so incredibly hard to pull off. That's a nice save. But what I'm going to say is, now, when I was playing the beta, of course, I mean, some of you guys, of course, had the code and you played. I feel like that move's effective, but it's not going to be very effective against top play. Like, I don't even know how to do that move yet. Like, there's still a lot to actually understand, I feel like, with the gameplay. I don't really understand how to do that move with Crosby still. The Svechnikov, like I said, guys, I probably tried about over 100 times to try to I couldn't lift a puck. That's the biggest problem. I couldn't lift a puck. So that was a big issue. That I haven't been able to pull either. Again, I think some people see these trailers and they think, glitch goal. It's really not. It's very, very hard. Honestly, it might be a little bit too hard, but that's a good thing, though. I feel like these moves are so uncommon in real life that they should be very uncommon in the video game as well, so it's not very cheesy, where it's like, oh, breakaway, he's doing the Kucherov, it's in every time. I mean, like, that's dumb. It should go in sometimes, yeah, but it shouldn't go in 9 out of 10 times, or even sometimes 10 out of 10 times, like the one-hand tuck. The one-hand tuck simply not the same, thank goodness, in this game as well. That, I even got close to doing that either. That's very hard to pull off. I'm pretty sure you need like a decent rating as well to pull that off. But it's a one-timer between the legs. That is, I don't even know how to do. Like, what are the controls? I don't even know. I'm assuming it's the same as just doing it typically, but that is incredibly hard to do.
Yes, Svechnikov's lacrosse goal.
As I mentioned before, impossible basically. So.
Are all now featured in the game. These moves create special in-game moments that are only created with the
now, the guy doing this here, it must have been on like rookie mode because it's very hard.
Most one-on-one moves could not be pulled off without sacrificing speed.
Because again, that's true. The LB basically you would just like stop and like you wouldn't continue going straight in a like, with good speed. That's the thing. Like that was a big factor.
In NHL 21, to replicate the boundary-breaking attributes of Ovechkin and McDavid.
I mean, depends who you play. I mean, if you're playing someone that's not really controlling their defenseman, yeah, it'll help. But if you're controlling your defenseman, you should be able to pretty much read that. Like, unless you're really like fooled by it for some reason. But in general, you should be able to read that.
A multitude of slips.
Like that really, come on. Like the AI got fooled, yeah, but is a human gonna get fooled? That's the real question.
Banks.
Like, yeah, the AI easily fooled, but that's okay. We kind of know that. The AI is usually pretty bad, right?
Retain speed and acceleration. This is especially useful.
Like, you gotta control your defenseman. I mean, if you don't control your defenseman, you're gonna be in trouble. Is basically what I'm saying. This doesn't actually change your like actual like player speed. Just a fun fact for you guys, by the way.
Down to the inch.
That's just for cosmetic only.
Ovechkin, or match your own personal style. It's all in your control.
I'm pretty sure.
Teams use well-spaced rushes and crisp passes to retain speed up and down the ice. With NHL 21's fluid hockey IQ, your team will now move fluidly as a unit.
But I like this a lot, though. Like the fact your AIs are like, they're skating with like more like purpose and like understanding where they have to go. That makes a lot more sense.
And wanted their AI opponents to be more challenging through more.
Yeah, like what? Where is he going? Why? Where are you going? Where is everybody? It's just so sloppy. So apparently that's gonna be better in
The
21.
goal has been to make the AI more challenging while also making their decision making and responsiveness more realistic.
Which is good though. If you make the wrong decision, I mean, you should get burned.
Teammates move fluidly as a unit to support the puck more effectively, and they will need to, because.
And again, not skill zone. Sorry, ragging. Basically not a factor. These are very, very good
The
signs.
players will try to retain their momentum through the neutral zone, while defensive strategies have been improved to neutralize speed, forcing the offense to be more creative and play less north-south. In the offensive zone,
You gotta be more creative. You can't just force.
find open space to challenge a
Great
much more
goal.
defense that can be trusted to defend passing options.
And the AI reads it. Of course, back to the point. It makes sense.
To contain the puck. And we
If it's not open, it shouldn't get through. It just shouldn't. That's reality.
The goalies. In NHL 21,
The goalies are always a tricky one. I feel like the goalies are always pretty bad in NHL. Let's be real. So hopefully it's actually consistent this year and the goalies are actually good. That's all I gotta say about that.
and track the puck at the same time.
But from the trailer, they look good.
20, if you committed one way, it was difficult
And
to
as you
react
saw,
to
the rebound control is horrendous, and it was just pretty much slapped in easily.
In NHL 21, our new tech allows for
What a
never
save.
die moments where if you've committed one way and you react quickly enough, you can still reach back against your goalie's momentum and make that dramatic last-minute save that.
So, I mean, like,
But don't test your luck.
I feel like
Even with all this added responsiveness and control,
very good fine-tuning things here.
sound technique and positioning.
They fine-tuned a lot of stuff, which is very important and good. I'm happy to see that. But I want to know, guys, what do you think, of course? What do you think of the trailer? Are you excited for the gameplay? We're almost there, about 3 weeks away, guys. If you guys did enjoy this video, leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel here. Follow me on Twitch, guys. Henrique, Instagram, and Twitter. Henrique with 3s. Join the Discord, talk to me, followers, and subscribers of the channel. See you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, as always. I appreciate it. See you later.